from a coach of one of America's top college track teams, a team sponsored by Nike.
He happened to just tell us, I don't know scientifically, but I just know that when I take your shoes off and we do a bit more barefoot training, that I think their feet are stronger. And if their feet are stronger, I can push them harder. If I can push them harder, their performance is that much better.
I mean, you're giving this guy free shoes, free expensive shoes. And he says to you, you know, we're running barefoot around here.
We took that as something to learn from. We said, okay, let's listen and how can we improve it?
And just like that, after years of building thick cushioned high-tech shoes, Nike did a 180 and went the other way. They created a simpler, flexible shoe they call Nike Free, which is nothing like those shoes they've been selling us for 40 years. Their slogan, run barefoot. There are no current studies that say if you wear our running shoe, you won't get as many injuries as if you don't. Is that a fair statement?
Except for Nike Free. There's actually been a couple of studies not done by us, by external universities, where they have shown a decrease in running-related injuries in people that trained and ran in Nike Free.
Well, that's interesting, because Nike Free most closely approximates barefoot running of all the shoes that you have.
Of all our shoes, yes.
True.
So now there's a new movement afoot in the running shoe business. Adidas has also come up with a near barefoot shoe, which they call the Adi Zero. And a small company in New England called Vibram has come up with the five-finger shoe, which basically is a glove for the foot. 3 years ago, business for this shoe totaled a measly $400,000 a year. Today, Vibram says, it's $40 million a year. But for the purist, running barefoot is not just about running. It's practically a religion, a spiritual journey of sorts back to nature. Professor Lieberman hits the pavement every day at Harvard, shoeless.
So here we go. Ready? Let's go.
And this footnote. Chris McDougall is running around giving clinics to runners who want to join the revolution.
Let your foot tell you what it wants to do. Don't try to control it.
If you don't want to go barefoot because of the hazards of the modern world, concrete and broken glass to name a couple, McDougall says there's still a pretty good rule of thumb and foot to follow. When it comes to running, less is more.
Thankfully, it's a very hopeful message. That you're born to run, that you're designed to run, that running is not this dangerous thing that we're always told it is. Running is not going to hurt you. That when you get rid of all the shoes and all the technology and actually rely on your legs the way they have evolved to be used, you can run injury-free the rest of your life. And I'm living proof.
Bernie, I found this stuff fascinating, but I can just see all the bad end results, people going out and trying to run differently, and now the podiatrists are going to complain.
Yeah, well, if you've been running the traditional way and you want to start running the natural way on the front of your feet, this is a very important piece of advice. Go slow. Don't run a lot, don't run hard and long, because you will tear up your calf muscles. On the podiatrist point, I want to make clear about this whole thing. It's a debate. Some people think running barefoot or with minimalist shoes is good for you. Some podiatrists say very few of us are biomechanically perfect. You need the cushioning. So it's a debate going on.
And even the whole idea of, oh, if you run barefoot, you can run hundreds of miles. I mean, doctors still say that running a marathon is not good for you. I mean, the first guy who did it, Phidippides, he...
Yeah. Well, whether... if you're an Indian in Mexico, maybe you'll run 100 miles. But as it pertains to this, look, some people need the cushioning and all that because they feel better, they can go longer, they think they can go faster. They think. There's no hard evidence to suggest any of that. But other people, and this is where the movement is the direction the movement is going, less is more, minimalist.
Yeah.
If not barefoot, because of the modern hazards of
Right.
our world, concrete, glass, stuff like that, then at least a lesser shoe. And the shoe companies are listening because they're going in that direction too.
Big word, it is a debate.
Yeah.
It is a debate. All right. Bernie, thanks. Let's move on to the business of college football, a business in which the top coaches change jobs so frequently now